Hi, I'm Mike Booth. Today I'm going to bring you Manitoba Marathon training tips. Today we're going to cover the long run, cross training, and interval training. It is definitely an important workout, but you don't want to look at the long run as your only workout of the week. So you think of the accumulation of volume from doing your hill training or interval training or some of the other runs, some of the cross training it all kind of compounds itself and leads to good training. I never like to have an athlete kind of push the long run if their body's not able to. So I'd rather have them go into the race or hit the start line feeling fresh and ready to go as opposed to limping to the start line. A real easy rule of thumb for a lot of people is to kind of increase the mileage about 2 miles per week. So if somebody starts and they feel like they're in a little bit of a panic at this point and they've only gone for 8 miles, I wouldn't panic at this point and I would just try and do 10 miles the next week, 12 miles, and chip away at it. If you try and increase too quickly, that's when injuries are going to potentially occur. Depending on the athlete and what their experience level is, generally 3 to 4 weeks out from a race, that's when you're going to really try and get that final long run in. For a more experienced runner, they might be going up to 26 miles in distance. For somebody that's more of a beginner, you might, in that final run, be running 16 miles. So come race day, you have a bit of a long way to go with adrenaline and just kind of being around the participants and just the excitement of the Manitoba Marathon event. You can kind of use that to your advantage. One of the key things that sometimes goes overlooked, especially in serious runners, is cross-training. So cross-training can kind of make up a few different disciplines. It could be strength training, it could be going to the yoga studio, doing some sort of low-impact cardiovascular exercise like cycling. So any of that stuff I think is really important to kind of take some of the load off of always just putting one foot in the front of the other and just running. I think for weight training, one of the simplest things is just doing body weight type exercises like push-ups and different type of core exercises like planks and that. You don't have to complicate things too much. There's so much strength involved in these events that if you can go to the yoga studio and you're good at working on stability and you have good balance, you can go to the gym and you can squat a lot. It all kind of at the end of the day translates to good running performance. I think as marathon runners, we tend to have the habit of just wanting to go out and do long, slow runs. I really think it's important to be able to go out there and run at a faster pace. On race day, you want to be able to feel like the pace that you've set out at is slow. Again, you don't have to make it complicated. For a beginner runner, it might be something as simple as doing a quick short warm-up and then doing 10 times 60 seconds at a faster effort with a 60-second recovery in between. That's just a real straightforward, easy workout. For more experienced runners, you might start doing more complicated workouts like 8 times 1,000 and making it a bit longer and kind of sustaining it. One of my favorite speed training sessions is just find a steep hill and run hard up at 30 seconds with a walk back recovery. And I just do that 10 times. Builds a lot of strength. So in the latter stages of a marathon, you actually feel strong and you don't feel like you're breaking down.